Welcome to the Slate Podcast, the podcast where we talk about music, movies, and media. I'm Dario, and I'm here with
Jorge. Nice to meet you. And I'm here with Jeff from Florida. What's up, Jeff? Tell us your name.
Hi, I'm Jeff in Florida.
Yes, sir.
It's hot and rainy.
Great intro, guys. So today we're talking about Thor. We're going to read the comic book run. Thor, I thought it was called Thor God of Thunder.
Basically,
Thunder.
It is. Yeah, it is the run of Thor God of Thunder by
Jason Aaron.
Jason Aaron.
Jason
Art
Aaron.
by Esat Ribic. Jason Aaron, some of his notable work is Star Wars, Wolverine, The Punisher. He's currently writing the Superman run, the Absolute Superman. He's done the
nice.
Avengers.
Nice.
And Esat Ribic, he's the mastermind behind Secret Wars.
I mean, this is a pretty big story. And
Yes.
the reason we decided to talk about this is because, and you guys correct me, right? This is based on the movie that there's a movie based on this comic. And that's the one and only, the best movie that we all have watched in the past 10 years. Thor, Love and Thunder. Just the
Thor, Love
one
and
hit
Thunder.
wonder,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Taika Waititi's best film.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Wow, that's a take.
and I can see the inspiration, although the stories could not be more different. Other than
Brother.
having Gorr, which, man, I would have been disappointed if I would have read this before watching the movie.
Tell me about it.
How do you think we feel?
Yes. I didn't know this story until now. But that movie does not do this comic justice. But we're not here to talk about the movie, although we might in the future. I think we should. Leave it in the comments if we should talk about Love and Thunder after reading this. But yeah, guys, let's get into the whole review. Jeff, thank you for giving us the info dump there at the beginning. But we're going to talk about our thoughts first and kind of what we thought about it, intro, and then we'll go through the story. This is a very dense story. It's a very long story. I'm new to comics. I obviously never read a comic like this. Very different than Supergirl, which was the one that we just did. Check out the link if you want to go do that one. We did Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, the comic. Then we also did an episode on the movie as well. So those are out now. But yeah, let's get started. Jeff, what did you think?
Yeah, this is my second most favorite comic book ever, right behind Spider-Man Life Story. Yeah,
I've read that one. It's good.
Yeah, this book. If you want a rating from me, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. This is almost a perfect book for me. There's one thing that happens at the end where I'm a little. I wish they would have done something else. We'll get into it. But dude, yeah, this book for me is made Thor looks the coolest that I've ever seen. The writing is amazing by Jason Aaron. The art is top tier. Again, what's his name? Esat Ribic. The style, the way he paints all his books. So like it takes a long time, but it's just perfect for the type of story that's being told. I think this story, I mean, to be fair, I haven't read any other Thor comic books, but I don't know what the theory is out there, but I think that this is the story that defines Thor as a character. And for me, I think that this is a story that defines Gorr as his Joker. Because I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, any comic book person, but I don't think Thor had a Joker villain before this. Like, I don't think that he's ever had a villain that's done so much damage to him physically and psychologically. I think Gorr broke him, dude. Like, it took him to the limit. It's an epic story. There's so, like you said, it's very dense, and I love it, dude. And it's unfortunate that the movie didn't do it justice. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this one.
Yeah, I wonder why they picked this book to adapt when Thor in the movies had already gone in a completely different direction than this Thor. It makes no sense why they would choose this book. I don't know if Thor is always like that.
Because it's funny.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny, guys.
There's like 2 scenes I can think of that are like in the book that they kind of did in the movie.
Yeah.
You know,
It's so upsetting, dude.
it's very upsetting. Okay, we'll get into the
Yeah.
details here coming up. George, what you think?
No, I agree. This is in my top 5 of comic books of all time. I really like the writing. I really love. So when I watched the movie, I read this after, right? Although I did have prior knowledge, and reading this after like cleansed my palate, right? Of like who Thor is as a character, because you know we mostly know him from the MCU iteration. And this, I was reading this and I was like, this is Thor. This is what makes Thor like sick. Like he's a god among men, and there's like these cool little things they do where like he can hear prayers from across the universe and stuff. And it's like, yeah, that's Thor. He's not just like an alien, you know. He's more than that. And this whole tale feels like this is almost like Supergirl. Like this feels like something a story somebody's telling you, right? Like a legend. And they sorry, the way they break him down, like psychologically, metaphorically, and throughout all the different timelines, which we'll get into, of who he is and who he represents, and Gorr being like the opposite of that, is really neat to me. So yeah, great writing, great antagonist, protagonist, and yeah, it was really. There's actually a lot of funny moments too. A lot of moments that are witty that I thought was pretty interesting, and yeah, I love it. I can't wait to talk about it.
What's your rating?
I give it give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for using the 1 out of 10 scale.
Yeah, no
I think we
problem.
all agree.
Yeah, 'cause sometimes we have people on this
I
on
will
the show
always
who.
use 5 stars. I don't care.
It's so broad, Jeff.
It's very
That's
broad. You can't
so
be that
vague.
specific. Okay, great. My thoughts on this, you know, as the comic guy, not the comic guy,
You're the guy.
As the newbie,
as the newbie to comics, you know,
You're the guy, dude.
I don't know if there are like grounded comics that are like more taking place on Earth. Kind of want to read those too eventually, but yeah, this is I did not expect this, especially based on the movie. This is a huge story. And to be honest, like at the beginning, I was kind of, what's the word?
Lost?
Not lost, but more like, oh man, like this is this type of story. Like Supergirl had this a little bit where you have like the future, like from the future telling the story of the past, which to me kind of gives away like, oh, that person doesn't die, you know, just something that simple. And when they did the whole like 3 Thors, you know, that you know, there's one from long ago, present Thor, the Avengers, he's in the Avengers Thor, and then future Father Thor, in like way in the future. I'm like, well, you're telling us the ending. What the heck? Like we know that Thor is gonna end up in a world by himself. But in like the 4th issue, and I'm learning that that's usually where it gets real good, when they really introduce the theme of the thing. Is like, oh no, there's some time travel aspect to it. And I was like, okay, great. Now I like it because it's not a told story from the future. Mm-hmm. It actually is like a continuous story through time, which makes the scale feel huge.
It's non-linear.
And it's not linear. No.
Yeah.
Which I have questions actually about that. Mm-hmm. If you guys can answer, if you thought about this longer. But yeah, great antagonist. I love the 3 versions of Thor. I love Gorr is a great, like I like the heavy topic on really religion and God, you know, deity, like, you know, praying to gods and this person just hating gods. And we'll get into it, but I thought that he was very compelling. I do have some problems with him though, as far as like motivation and how it ends. But I think it's a solid read. Didn't feel long, didn't feel dragged out, didn't feel short. It felt like the right amount. So I really like that. And okay, I'll give it a 9. I was like between 8 and 9, because the things that I don't like, it's okay. Like I get it.
Are they creative things, like not nitpicking, but things you would do differently if you made the story?
Well, not that I would do different, but I wish they're kind of simple, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, that's I would give it a 9 out of 10. I think if you haven't read it, do yourself a favor. Yeah, read this if you're into Thor. And this take of Thor is very interesting to me. Again, I only had the movies to compare.
It's like a. This is the one thing I forgot to say. That my take. It's almost like, to me, it's a tragedy of, without saying too much, almost like a man, that became what he hated. It's like almost like a joke, and he was the punchline. And when he realizes that, it's like, oh gosh, like that hurts, bro. That's a punch, Like,
Not to spoil, I guess, but the moment he does realize that's probably my favorite moment in the book. Yeah, that's the one I will remember. I remember reading this for the first time, getting to that moment and being like,
ooh. Yeah.
Oh man.
But I don't want to get ahead of myself here.
I do want to get ahead of myself, but no, we won't. Okay, so now we're going into the breakdown night, I guess, of the whole story. So stick around if you haven't read it. We'll do a thorough explanation and give our thoughts throughout. Right, Jeff?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.
So, let's not waste any more time. We're going to go issue by issue, give you main points. We'll discuss. We'll try to get through it. So, the book pretty much opens in 893 AD on the western coast of Iceland. And by the way, to make the story easier to follow, we're going to refer, there are 3 versions of Thor. A past, present, and future version.
Okay.
We are going to refer to them by different names just to make it less confusing. So there is a young Thor, there's the Avenger Thor, and there's King Thor. Yeah. So, when we refer to young Thor, Thor from the past, present Thor, our Thor, Avenger Thor, and then Thor from the future, when he's like Odin's age, that's King Thor. So that way we don't have to keep saying, oh, the Thor from the past, or,
Yeah.
You read my mind, Jeff, because I wrote in my notes, there's King Thor, Avenger Thor, and Prince Thor.
Well, I thought the old one was also called Father Thor.
Thor.
I think they call him Father Thor.
No, the All-Father.
The All-Father.
Oh, the All-Father.
Yeah.
He's got many names.
I kind of want to name young Thor Tarzan.
Tarzan.
He looks so much like Tarzan.
I might forget that because in my notes I have him as young Thor. So.
I wrote down Prince Thor because Gorr keeps calling him Little Prince in some of the iterations. Yeah. All
right. I have him as young Thor in my notes, so sorry if I forget. But
so there's 6 different versions of Thor.
Nice, Tarzan Thor, the Avengers, and Father Thor. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
So the book pretty much opens on 893 AD, the western coast of Iceland. We have young Thor. He's living it up. He's a freaking Viking. He's like the Thor from the first Thor movie. This dude's drinking, having sex. This dude's like living to the max, right?
I don't know why I giggled. That's so immature of me. Anyways, go on.
That's what he was doing.
Go on.
And so he's partying and all that, and then all of a sudden, they hear a noise outside. What the heck happened? They go outside, and they realize that there's a dead god. There's a dead character, but what's shocking is that it was a god that somebody freaking butchered. Somebody killed the god. And everybody starts freaking out. They were like, whoa, what's going on here? And because it's young Thor, and he's arrogant, he's like, I don't give a crap about anything. He kind of plays it off, right? Like, don't worry, guys. There's nothing to worry here. Like,
Nice. I like how this is our first run into my first picture here. So right here, if you can see Thor's reaction to the god, I'm like, what the hell? Who drew that?
He's literally making a sad emoji face.
Yeah.
That's the face from Obsession. When the girl's sad.
And I like that. This reminds me of. I'm not putting pictures up, by the way. So I'm not.
Oh, really?
I'm not doing all that.
Sorry, audience.
Yeah. But
we'll do it for our deaf listeners.
But this definitely looks like the movie version of Gorr, or like where he comes from.
Yeah. Oh, the dead god.
Yeah, the dead god face.
Right on.
Yeah. So, everybody's freaking out. He's trying to play it off. Later that night, he's talking to one of the elders there, one of the old ladies, and she's like praying. She's like doing something, and then Thor's like, "What are you doing?" And then she says, "What are you doing? Like, who are you praying to?" And she's like, "To all the gods, all of them."
He says, "What gods do you pray to, old woman?" And she says, "All of them."
Yeah,
Nice.
like this. I think Jason Aaron wants us to know that this is a very significant event. Like, this doesn't just happen. You know, like somebody butchered a god and left him there. So then that's the opening. Then we jump into present time. We have our Avenger Thor, and apparently he's going to this planet called Indigar. Because there is a little girl in that planet that's praying to Thor, because they were like dying. There's no rain. There's nothing. And so Thor gets there. He talks to the little girl, and then what it's told to him is that, you know, like what's going on. Like the little girl was praying to you because we've been praying to our gods and nobody's showing up. Nothing's happening.
No, I think isn't this when she says like we have no gods.
Yeah. Oh,
this is the planet without gods,
so
right?
Thor
It's the man, one of the elders, that tells him that.
So Thor stays to bring some rain and help them out and everything. And then while he's telling a story, he talks to one of the elders, and the elder says that they haven't had gods for thousands of years, right?
Yeah.
It's a planet without gods.
Yeah.
Now, let me say too, real quick, this is where I really early in the beginning, I'm like, okay, this is a really different type of Thor that we know in the movies, or a different depiction of what are they called, demigods. Like they're depicted more as actual gods. Like the fact that Thor can hear prayers, I was like, oh damn, like they're not just called gods, as in like that's just what you call people who have superpowers or that are eternals. These are like in more of a traditional sense of a god.
Like more of like I think when the Norse origins, they treated them more like that, like gods.
Yeah.
Like I think in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, nobody prays to Thor really.
Right. Like they wouldn't do that.
That was one of my things. They treat him more like an alien. Right?
Yeah.
Like he's just from another planet.
Yeah, but no, this is treating Thor more like an actual god, and he's worshipped like a god. So I like that this is not just like internal being people call God, because they do have powers that can help people.
Yep. So it's one of the guys there, one of the elders that pretty much tells him like there's no gods, and he's kind of taken aback by what he's hearing, and he kind of goes off after that I think he goes pretty much to where the gods of this planet Indigar are supposed to be.
Yeah.
And when he goes in there, you know, he's like, yo, show yourselves. What the heck is happening here? And that's when we get that first shocking image of the gods are hanging.
Oh, yeah.
Like they've been butchered.
Basically the meat locker, right?
Yeah.
They're huge.
That's cool.
They're huge.
They're like giants. Yeah.
Which, by the way, if I could point out, I don't know if you guys noticed this. This is a image in the movie, right? So in the movie, they're looking through like all the dead gods that were found in the guardianship, and this is one of the images they copied from the book into the movie.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's cool. If only you actually went there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if only the movie did a lot. If only the movie actually adapted the damn book.
That would be
Don't get me started. There's a lot in here that I'm like, what the fuck? But he finds the meat locker of gods.
Yeah. And again, feel free to jump in whenever. But yeah, he finds the dead gods, and that's like the first time that Thor's like, because remember, this is now Avenger Thor that finds this. The last time, if we follow in the book, that he saw this type of imagery of gods that have been butchered was when he was young. Back in 893 AD. So I think this is the moment that like it's like oh crap, like everything's slowly starting to come back, and I think he's starting to realize like, oh no, it's like, is this who I think it is? And then that's when inside that same place, that's when we see one of the black berserkers attack him for the first time.
Yeah.
Avenger Thor, and so he's fighting with him. And then right before the issue ends, as Thor is fighting that black berserker, we cut to the future now. It says many millennia from now, so I guess it's not really clear, but it's the future. And we cut to this Odin-looking character, and it's King Thor.
Right.
And again, this is why reading this for the first time, you might feel a little lost because there is no context to all this yet. They're just showing you it's setting up everything. And I think some readers might even think, oh, this is Odin. What the heck? But no, it's actually King Thor. So right from the jump, the first issue is setting up young Thor, Avenger Thor, and King Thor in their respected timelines.
And, I mean, he looks just like him too. He has the eye patch and everything. This one's got a missing arm. That's pretty sick. He's got the sword, and he also has the Odin Force, which, not to get ahead of myself, but fun fact, in case you read this story, there is actually another run after this for King Thor himself. For him and Loki, I think. I haven't got into that yet. I have been curious to see what it's about, but same art and then same writer, I believe.
Yeah, this was actually funny. When Jason Aaron started writing this book, this is what he started with, like a banger from the top. And then he wrote another storyline, and I think eventually he starts writing when Jane turns into Thor. At some point, he has King Thor fight Galactus. I haven't read the whole thing, but yeah, this is the start of his run, which is epic.
Sick.
Yeah. But I don't know, Dario, any impressions so far?
No, I liked it. Again, this is when I was like, oh no, they're doing the flash forward.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if that's when they established the he's alone in Asgard. Like all guys are dead, and he's like the last one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's the ending, but it's not quite that. So.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the end of issue 1. We see King Thor fighting more Black Berserkers. Then we jump to issue 2. It starts with young Thor trying to lift the hammer. I think this is cool because Jason Aaron's kind of wanting to show you, like, this is young, immature Thor. He's not even worthy yet. This guy's far from being worthy of the hammer.
You're right. This does remind me of first movie Thor.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Very cool.
Tarzan looking ass.
Oh my.
Yeah, but Tarzan wasn't blonde. He had brown hair, right?
Tarzan was mature and sick.
Yeah.
Tarzan's sick.
He had like brown
Blonde
hair,
Tarzan.
right? Tarzan?
Yeah, he has brown hair.
Yeah.
Blonde Tarzan looking ass.
This looks more like Holland from the Norway team.
Oh yeah. That's not biased at all, Jeff.
Yeah, shout out to Norway. I love you guys. You guys are in my heart. Oh, by the way, as of now, Argentina and Spain in the finals.
Are they fighting it out right now?
Argentina won as of this recording.
And nice.
It's been determined. It's going to be Spain and Argentina in the finals.
Nice.
But But anyways, then we see young Thor sailing across the Baltic Sea. This is still 893 AD. And this is it. This is the first time that Gorr and Thor meet. And I mean, I think Gorr proves who he is and just shakes Thor like to his core. This was their first time meeting, their first battle.
In my notes, I have Gorr's first appearance is sick as hell,
Bro.
because he does this. There's like this nice buildup where he's hyping up his Vikings. And they're like, oh, we see something in the water. And then, he's like, chill out. You're good. You got me here. And obviously it's Gorr watching them. So eventually they made up with another army. They're like, where are your gods? Which I think this is another reference from the Bible where it was Elijah who was like, so I brought my God. Where's your God? Maybe they're sleeping or something like that, But eventually, Thor kind of catches on, and he's just like, "Yeah, you guys fight it out. I'm gonna go find out what's going on."
On a flying horse.
Yeah, on a flying horse, sick as heck, right? And that's when first of all, oh my god, I love this. So he's flying, and he sees the dead god in the sky, right, and like lightning flashes.
Yeah.
And I'm like picturing it like a movie, like he's flying and you just see it, and
so epic, bro.
You would think like, oh, maybe that's him, but then it flies by him, and it's another dead god, and then freaking Gorr just comes out of nowhere with the sword, and they fight it out in the sky. It's awesome.
It's a ribbage art. My gosh.
Yeah.
Sorry, the whole episode I'm gonna talk about this. Like, it's so beautiful, bro. Like, especially during the action scenes.
The horse gets decapitated.
Oh dang! Yeah.
Do you all notice
your
that?
eyes.
No, I didn't. Damn.
He gets completely decapitated.
But I had to I was reading like this, and I had to go like,
His kappa got potato. Get it from The Office. That's from The Office. All
I
right.
don't remember that.
Anyways,
Let's get back on track, guys.
Yeah.
so when
I love this this first bit.
Show it
like,
to the camera.
Well, I can't.
Oh, never mind then.
Here, we'll put a picture here.
No,
now
we
Dario
won't.
has to put a
No,
picture
I'm
here.
not gonna do
there,
that.
you're gonna be busy with the editing.
No.
But right here, it's literally the first time Gorr says something to Thor, and the thing he says is, "Next, you will learn how it feels to be butchered." And I'm like, "Oh, we're already there. He already knows who he is. He's just like, it's me. It's butchering time. It's me, the God Butcher.
Butcher time.
Butcher time. Boom."
There's a lot of lines from this book that I love. One of them is there where he's like, "Tell me again, what are you the god of?" And he's like, "Thunder."
Thunder, and then boom. Wouldn't that be sick if it was in a movie? God.
I know, right?
Anyway.
But yeah, they have this epic battle, and then
Yeah,
we
look
just
at this.
we keep cutting back to Avenger Thor, and it's him. He's still finding dead gods. He's almost playing like detective at this point. He's like going around trying, like he's like trying to get to the bottom of this. So yeah, and that's pretty much where issue 2 ends. Then we jump to issue 3. And this is where we get introduced to this city, this planet that is going to be important for the story. So Thor, Avenger Thor, he goes to Omnipotent City. This was in the movie. It was very different from the story.
It was?
Oh, heck yeah, it was.
In the movie, this is where all the gods were, in that Coliseum.
Yeah, with Russell Crowe.
Scene, Russell
that's
Crowe.
what this place is?
That's what this was. Nothing like this, like the book.
Nothing like the book.
Yeah. And this is where, in this city, this planet, this place, this is where Thor meets the librarian. And he's pretty much there. He's pretty much trying to find information about like books or anything about missing gods. You know, he's trying to get to the bottom of all these gods that are going missing. And he's there. The librarian is like.
By the way, can I say real quick? It is also like the he's kind of doing this as like, is no one noticing that this is happening? You know what I mean? And it goes, and it actually kind of proves Gorr's, point of like gods are self-centered and they don't care about anything.
Nice.
Because this has gone through for so long, and Thor is like the first one to notice for some reason.
2,000 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
That, and then I love. We've reached another piece of art where I'm like, "What the heck?" Look at Thor's reaction to.
Show the camera.
What is it? Here, and we're gonna put a picture here.
No, we're not. Show the camera.
Thanks,
now.
Dario, for putting a picture there. And what is it? He's like, "The Hall of the Lost." Do you mean to tell me each of these books is scroll?
Why are you saying it like that?
Look at his face.
Yes.
He's like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
It's an interesting. I love the art, but there's some of them that I'm like.
I gotta show the camera. I gotta show the camera.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to deface your painting.
Thanks.
Yeah, and so I guess from there he decides to go to the what it's called, the garden.
I'm
Sorry.
telling you.
Sorry, there's another one. It'll end from here, but there's this picture right here, and he looks really sad to see this news. You know?
Yeah.
Funny.
And he pretty much from there he goes to this other place, this like garden, and just to find more dead gods.
Yeah. Well, he just starts going around finding all like.
Yeah.
He'll find a name, look for them, and then they'll end up dead, right?
Yeah. It's just.
And the berserker's there waiting.
It's
for
getting
him.
worse. Like for him, he keeps finding dead gods, and you're right. He keeps running into these berserkers, and I think at this point he's like he knows what's going on.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's also like almost a part of him is like neglecting the truth, because Gorr shook him, bro. Like he broke him in the past. So I wonder if a part of him that wishes that it's not what it is. One of the imagery from the book is this. This was in the movie.
Yeah.
We saw it in the
was.
movie briefly for a second.
Yeah.
Too bad the movie didn't follow through with everything else. But so
we should
yeah,
have made a movie about this comic,
yeah, that was another dead god that Avenger Thor finds. And yeah, so the story keeps going. We keep cutting to King Thor. King Thor in the future. He's fighting more black berserkers.
Real quick. So sometimes there'll be, well, most times in comic books, there'll be narration that, describes inner monologue. And they usually, in this image, in the image with the big god right there, to emphasize how powerful that god was. And it says that he used to wrestle black holes for fun.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Which emphasizes how powerful
Gorr is. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's crazy to think about. It's pretty cool.
Gorr is a savage. So Thor runs into another god. Actually, we cut to young Thor. Sorry, he's back in 893 AD still, and we're in this place where it will eventually be Russia. Very snowy, and he runs into another god, gives him more information, and this one encounter was kind of sad because when Thor was getting ready to leave, he's like, "Thor, would you mind finishing me off?" Pretty much like. Gorr is so bad that he didn't even bother killing the guy. He left him there in pain.
And this is he's the god of hunt.
Yeah, the god
of the hunt.
The god of hunt. Yeah. And so we cut back to Avenger Thor. He's got the help from Iron Man here.
Speaking of Avengers. No, yeah, I was just agreeing with you. Speaking of Avengers.
What?
What's going on?
Oh, I thought that was going to be a sentence. I thought that was going to be a sentence here.
I was a comment.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
I'm not cutting that out.
Yeah. Speaking of Avengers.
And so what I'm going to say.
Nice.
So check this out.
Okay. Anyways.
Go ahead.
Wait, do that randomly. Like, you just randomly do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad,
so we cut back to Avenger Thor. He gets Iron Man, and I guess Iron Man is helping him find this cave. We still don't have context for this cave. We're later on we're gonna find why this cave is really important. But pretty much, Iron Man is helping Thor look for the cave. Iron Man is like, "Yo, you sure you don't want to bring the Avengers? Like, you seem very troubled. Like, what's going on?" And Thor is like, "This is one of my things. Like, it's been thousands of years in the making." So Iron Man's like, "Oh, it's one of those things. Okay, no, you got it."
But he goes to do something now.
He said he's gonna be in space. And I think that's a reference to, I think this was around the time where Iron Man was part of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I might need to be corrected, but I remember a few years ago, he was wearing that suit when he was messing with the Guardians.
Okay,
so,
hold on. I might disagree because I remember it being a different suit.
Oh, really?
And because the suit he was with the Guardians was like mostly red and a little bit of yellow, right? Like the mask was red and everything. But I'm just saying that off of like vague imagery. But
Gotcha.
Two things here. What's cool is that it explains like why we don't need the Avengers. Which, I mean, how much would they help if they were here?
And that's a valid question. Like, yo, bring the Avengers in. You know?
Yeah, but that just means that it's that personal to Thor, right? Like it's in here. And then second thing, I wrote down in my notes, he considers Tony a god among men on Earth, right? Like literally his words. Let me see.
I know. I remember reading that.
You are as much a god as any immortal I have ever known, Tony Stark, right? And I mean, look at everything that Iron Man can do, probably, compared to us.
Yeah, the only thing he grows old and die.
Yeah, sure. But so I find that interesting. I think that's commendable. Thor sees his
admires.
Friends. He admires him. He sees his friends in a highlight. And then he tells Iron Man to go warn the people, or the gods on Earth, like Olympus and stuff, of what's to come.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So Thor finally finds this cave. We still don't have a lot of context to it. He's looking for Gorr in this cave, and then he runs into this weird green character that, for the time being, all we know is that his name is Shadrach. And according to him, he's the god of wine and waterfalls.
Well, that'll change like 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
But our
really
first
funny.
encounter, is that this is the god of wine and waterfalls. Nothing to see here, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, I'm not Gorr. Don't kill me. And then
I don't know. You look a lot like him. Could you be Gorr? Let's kill him anyway.
Yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much where the book closes. We still don't have much context for this cave yet. Yeah. Any thoughts?
No, I think they do hype up the cave though, saying like what happened here. I'm pretty sure that this god, the Shadrach, says like, oh, he won't come. And he like the reason why I'm here is because of you, because of what happened here between you and him.
Oh, yeah.
And he won't even come here. So they are hyping this cave like something crazy happened here between him and Thor.
They're intertwining it, right? Like they're going back and forth between like Avenger Thor and Prince Thor in this cave.
Yeah.
You see like Prince Thor, he shows up like, hey, show up, what's good? You know,
let's go.
Yeah.
gets Molly rocked.
Let's go.
Let's go.
They're about to show us why this cave is significant
Yeah.
to Thor. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So then we jump to issue 4. We cut to King Thor again, and it shows us him freaking getting destroyed by the Black Berserkers again, and they have this.
But King Thor wants to die. They make that clearly. Like he's lost all hope. He's the only one left, and he wants to die. And I think this is where he goes outside to die, and then bring him back because
And they will
he
not
won't
kill
even
him.
let me. Yeah, they won't kill
They
him.
will not kill him.
Which
Dang.
big mistake, I think.
Damn.
Yep. So he's like sad and depressed. He won't even let me die. That's one of his quotes in the book. And so we cut back to Avenger Thor. He's talking to Shadrach. And pretty much they decide, Thor decides that they're going to go back to the Omnipotent City, back to the Librarian. And that's when they run into more Black Berserkers, and the whole place is getting demolished, pretty much. There are things on fire. They find the Librarian on the floor. He got slapped by one of the Black Berserkers.
Oh, I thought he was dead. By the way.
He looks pretty dead.
Snap! They killed him.
Yeah. Oh well, I guess he has a little voice line there.
Yeah,
But I thought he was dead too. Yeah.
Yeah, there are things here. Let me show the art. There are things on fire. They're just making a mess out of the library.
And also to make the point that this Thor is not dumb, he asks for a book. I don't remember what it is. I don't know if you remember. And they're like, oh, it's in there burning. And he's like, all right, I'll be right back. He goes in there.
Yeah, sure thing.
Then he comes back and he's like, the book burned in my hands, but I read it and I know where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah.
And he's like,
So
he ate that book up.
He pretty much, the book you're referring to is the only book that has the information of how to get to this place called Chronix. According to the comic, the place of infinity, where there's, for lack of better words, a time travel pool that is pretty much going to be the time travel device for this story.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where it gets good to me.
So there's a funny joke in here that the librarian says, where he's like, he meets Shadrach and he's like, I'm Shadrach, god of songs and somersaults. And he's like, terrific. Try rolling around in that fire to put it out.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's in this one that they have a joke with also Shadrach. He has no eyelids because Gorr took him off.
Yeah.
And then I think there's a part where he says, "Oh no, I wish I didn't have to say this." He's like, "Oh yeah, because Gorr took his eyelids, so he can't unsee things. He can't."
Also, another joke. Iron Man mentions a Viking strip club, so I named the Viking strip club X's and O's. Is that pretty good, guys?
Yeah, that's okay.
Good? Yeah.
All right, 4 out of 5.
I would invest.
Nice.
An angel. I'd be an angel investor in that.
That's messed up. All right.
So we cut back to, while that's happening, we cut back to young Thor And so remember, this is non-linear, so we're cutting back and forth between past, present, and future. So while this is happening in the present with Avenger Thor, we cut back to young Thor when he's in that cave. What's happening in that cave that Thor is so afraid of. So he's in there with
Gorr is
Gorr.
Huh? Gorr is afraid of the cave.
Oh right, yeah, sorry. But this is why also it's significant for Thor, this cave.
Yeah.
And we learn why. So pretty much Gorr is just, he's making a mess out of Thor. He's pretty much harassing Thor.
And by the way, I think the fact that Gorr has so much experience killing gods and torturing gods, I think they make a good point of differentiating that Thor is not the same as every other god. Like for instance, I think in this one is where he's torturing Thor, and he's like, "Oh, there's a guy that lasted 9 days. Well, I hope you do half as that." And then he tortures him for like 14 days or something, and he still won't give up the information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
shows like,
even says, I tortured a god of torture.
Yeah. And he gave in.
And he gave his kids up.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
That's insane.
So while that's happening, again, Jason Aaron still cuts back to Avenger Thor fighting the Black Berserkers. That's when we see him retrieve the book that you were referring to, Dario. And then we keep cutting back also to King Thor. He's fighting more of the Black Berserkers. So Thor gets the book. He reads what he needs to get to Chronix. He yeets out of there. And then we cut to Chronix, the place of infinity. And this is pretty much where we find out, we're starting to learn kind of what Gorr has been up to all these years.
Yeah.
And there's not much context yet. All we know is that there's this big pool of blood. It's filled with blood. And there's these almost like aliens, these, what do you call them? They're people wearing white. It's almost like
Celestial.
priest-looking people in Chronix. And... yeah,
so they've killed everybody in there because the time travel pool works with blood. No, God blood.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're all gods actually.
Yeah,
they're
time gods there. Yeah.
So it only works with God blood, which is crazy.
Yeah, and he even one of them, the one he kept alive, even says like, we just needed like a few drops.
Yeah. But
you're mocking us at this point.
Yeah. But he's like, no, I need every drop, and but I think it's because he's planning to go far. Far back.
Oh, he sure is.
Yeah.
And so the issue comes to a close with Gorr going into the pool. We see King Thor in the future getting stabbed, and then the last. It's so epic, dude. The last panel is Avenger Thor, like looking like a badass. He's like the butcher, like where is he? You know.
Bring me Thanos.
Where is he? Yeah, bring me Thanos. It's that type of energy, bro.
Yeah.
And the next issue is gonna give us context of how he got there, but that's how the issue ends.
Which, by the way, the issue is this 4, 5?
4.
Yeah, this is where I'm like, okay. You got
That's
me
a little
now.
confusing though, because you're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
How did he get here?
Oh well, because,
I got it though.
Because Gorr steps into the pool, and then King Thor, lightning shows up, and and then all of a sudden it's just like Thor's there, Avenger Thor, and you're like,
yeah,
whoa,
yeah, what happened? Yeah.
But but it's very clear that they're in the time travel world, so time travel is about to happen, and that's when it clicks like. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like we'll interact with all 3 Thors. But yeah, anyway.
This is when it's like you said. This is where it starts getting exciting.
Is that getting exciting?
This is when in No Way Home when the Spider-Man.
I'm just saying, like it starts to get exciting, and
it's the way you said it. I was like, what'd you say?
I'm just saying that.
What do you?
I'm doing the thing.
I was waiting, like my brain didn't click, bro. I was sitting there like, what? Waiting for what?
Oh my god.
Anyway, go ahead.
Oh man, I haven't been looking at my notes.
Looking foolish. No, we go to issue 5, and yeah, like you said, this is where it starts getting interesting. To me, this is like in No Way Home when the 2 Spider-Men show up. Like, okay, now we're cooking.
Oh, and this is like my favorite part because he goes back to like the beginning of the world.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, they're really about to explain like how everything started? That's crazy. He's going back to the beginning.
This man Gorr, so let me tell you what happens. This man Gorr uses the time travel pool for the first time. He goes to apparently the very beginning to like the first elder god, kills him, right? And then, but he's not just killing for killing. We find out that there's a reason to what he's doing. So this man kills.
Sorry, 1 second. But this is shown through like his voiceover.
Yeah, his perspective.
And it's very like deep in like a way like, oh, we are told that God's created humans and it was the breath and it was all this beautiful thing. But now that I'm here and I'm looking at the first creatures like alive and already begging to die, and it wasn't this beautiful thing, God's lie. And so you're getting a lot of that origin of like, you know, all the lies the guys have told to embellish themselves.
It doesn't help that the first elder god looks like a shriveled, like a puffy kind of baby sort of imagery. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of look like a Buddha.
Like a Buddha, yeah.
It looks like ugly. What's this guy from that Zack Snyder movie? He made a movie out of it. The blue guy.
Like a ugly Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
That's very specific,
Yeah. His baby.
His child. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so that happens. Gorr comes back with the heart of the elder god.
That's insane.
And that's when we learn that he's like, this is just one of the things I needed. And then he's like, now all I need is a moon, maybe 1 moon, 2 moons, some centuries for myself, a space to build, and slaves. And that's when we're like, oh crap, he's like up to something now. Like he's gathering all the ingredients, you know.
But then you hear the thunder rumbling.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming.
Freaking Avenger Thor shows up.
Who shows up? Oh, snap.
Yeah,
It said, what does it say, Daryl? What does that say?
Kaboom! What does it say?
Karathum? I don't know. Onomatopoeias over here.
And a boom.
Yeah, and then he's like, prepare to know the wrath of Thor.
Hell yeah.
And then we go back to, we cut to young Thor again. They're still in that cave. Gorr is breaking him. And then the Vikings that were with Thor show up to his rescue. So they start fighting. It's cool because we see young Thor, his Vikings, fighting Gorr in that cave in the past. And parallel to that, we see Avenger Thor fighting Gorr in the present.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Gorr touches on something here that doesn't get answered, but I can tell that this was something. So he's torturing him, right? And he says, we'll begin with something easy. Is there anyone in your family you hate? A sibling, perhaps?
Yeah.
Or even a parent, right?
Yeah.
And that means like Loki and Odin, they affect him in a way, especially Prince Thor here. So I thought that was really interesting.
Nice.
So then we get the Vikings. They come to help Thor in the cave, young Thor. And it's cool because we have a parallel where the Vikings and young Thor are fighting Gorr in the cave, and then present Thor is fighting Gorr in the Krennics. Not Krennics. What's the place called again? Kronix.
Yeah.
So it's like this cool parallel. We have
Gorr. Gorr's not trying to fight the humans, right? Like he's trying to convince them.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you doing? Like, don't worry. I'll kill Thor, and you guys can be free of...
I'm not here for you guys.
Yeah, he's trying to get his message across.
Yeah, and so then the aftermath of that battle for young Thor and Gorr is that young Thor ends up cutting off the arm of Gorr, and I think at some point they think that they kill Gorr.
Yeah, and there's a lesson. What does it say?
So
there's a reason he's like, I'm thankful for that day.
Yeah, he says this is the first time he realized he can't do it alone. And
yeah. And
he credits, and that's when like, you're my favorite god. I'm gonna leave you for last. He's like the start to him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Which is like a form of like, you gave me this great idea.
I love what's happening here in the art. So the Prince Thor fighting Gorr with the Vikings is like, up straight and everything like that. But everything with Avenger Thor is like sideways, like not even Dutch, just straight up like on its axis, And I think that's pretty sick.
Show it to the camera.
Hey guys,
every time you want to,
Darius gonna put a picture here for you guys.
There, I am putting it. Thank you.
It's not the same though. It's not the same. I'm sorry.
I can't wait for Dario to put a picture.
I'm sorry. You guys want this episode to come out next year?
God, it takes you that long.
Yeah.
All right. You might want to edit that, but
no.
Let's see. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't notice that with the angles. Let's see. So his arm gets cut off. Sorry, I lost my notes here. Oh, the aftermath is like the Vikings are like, man, this is awesome. We would always tell tales of this. And young Thor is like, we will never talk about this. Like this is, that's how you know he broke him, because young Thor, I don't think in all his years he's ever been defeated the way he was. Yeah,
yeah,
in that moment.
And it shows like the devotion to gods that Gorr is talking about. Like the fact that he's like, this Thor will not help you, and you're willing to die. Like they go in like, we're gonna die tonight. We're gonna die defending Thor, and let's go.
Yeah, ultimate hype boys.
Yeah. But
for real, they were there for him.
But that just shows like when people, he shows like, I don't know,
they're literally, Gorr's like, wait, stop fighting me. I'm trying to help you. Somebody shut him up. Somebody put a spear through his mouth.
Don't you see you're wrong? Hey, stop it.
Kill him.
Kill this guy.
Guys,
but it also shows,
I'm here to free you.
Yeah. But it also shows like they're happy like serving a god. So like that also shows that it shows that Gorr is wrong and right at the same time.
Yeah.
He's like, they're willing to die for this god who is like, this guy doesn't care about you. He won't remember you in 1,000 years.
Yeah.
But it also shows like, these men are like, let's go die. We are doing something important.
They're ride or die for Thor.
Oh yeah.
And then
my lord,
we think Gorr is dead, and then we cut back to present time. Avenger Thor. We see again they're in Kronix. That's where the time travel pool is, and we see Gorr go into this pool again after defeating Avenger Thor, and Thor is like, not so fast. So Thor goes after him. He goes into the pool as well, and that's how we learned that's how he got to the future where King Thor is.
Which, again, this is where it gets good. I love time travel stuff. I don't know.
Me too, dude.
I love time travel stuff.
When done right.
I'm so glad I didn't tell you that this was time travel.
Yeah, I know, me too. Because I mentioned this to you guys. Like, oh man, I hate when they say the ending, and you were like, they're not. Don't worry, they're not saying the ending. Just keep reading. Because I didn't know about that, and I was like, this is good.
Yeah. Which is ironic about Dario. Fun fact: his favorite thing ever is Hamilton. And that tells you the ending, like, straight away.
Yeah. But when it's done right. I gave it a chance. I was like, I'm willing to give it a chance.
So then we find ourselves pretty much where the last issue ended, where Thor shows up and he's like, the butcher, where is he? So he's there with King Thor. He's like, father? He's like, I'm not your father. Like, I'm you, you're me. And that's when we have that first meeting.
I like how he keeps making fun of him for not having a beard.
Yeah, oh man, that was one of my notes. So it'll happen more, but it's not even just him anymore. It like eventually is other people saying it, and I wrote down like, is it offensive to not have a beard?
It's the other goddesses of Thor. They're like, you beardless weirdo or something.
All right.
They're, okay, relax. Like, he doesn't have a beard yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still a young buck.
Yeah, one of them was like, why don't you stay over there and work on how do you grow a beard or something.
What are you, Thor the god of beardless? Then pretty much
that was lame as hell.
I know.
That was so lame.
That's not going in.
These are silent. Hey, cut that.
Hey.
So then Thor is like, "Yo, where's Gorr? Well, are you aware of what's happening?" And this is where King Thor tells him, "Oh no, he's been here for the past 900 years." And he says he's been busy. And then we get these cool panels where it pretty much shows Gorr staring at his what it looks like a moon. We're gonna learn later what that is.
Dude, Doom looking ass.
This is like him looking at like his Death Star, like Darth
Man,
Vader.
we're on a roll today, guys.
It's like Dune.
I never seen
What'd you
Dune.
really say
Vibes.
there?
I said Dune.
No, roll the tape. Yeah, I get it.
This is.
so.
I also like.
but-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, well, I was gonna say by numbers, Gorr has been killing gods for 2,000 years, and then has been in Asgard for 900. So 2,900 years of just straight hating, just a
Yeah.
straight up hater.
Yeah.
Devotion.
Devotion.
So this is where Thor, Avengers Thor meets King Thor.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and here's something that I was questioning. I actually have a question for you guys. Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's not. Well, I actually do a question. I don't know where to put this question in here.
I have a
Yeah,
pop
go ahead.
quiz, but go ahead.
So he says, like, shouldn't you remember me being here? Like, since
Oh, yeah.
I'm here. Like, the Avenger Thor tells old Thor, like, shouldn't you remember this? Like me coming and meeting you, and he's like, oh, I don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning, or something like that.
So that
Like, he
happens a
can't
little
remember.
later.
yeah, you're a little ahead of yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That happens a little later, and
Way ahead of yourself, actually.
I think there's also a few quotes.
Can we talk
where,
about it now, or?
No, yeah,
No,
whatever.
there's-
So
Okay, so he asked him that, right? And I just want to let's talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
So he tells him, and they do a good job by explaining, like, and I think this is probably referenced in the beginning. Thor has lived for so long. And he talks about his memory, like, my memory is not
Yeah.
very good. That eventually I forget things. Because you live for so long, you don't remember everything. So they're going here with the notion of, even though this is 3 different Thors, I'm assuming that this is the same timeline. He just doesn't remember. Like, even the present Avenger Thors doesn't remember what happened because it's been too long.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what's going on? Or are these 3 different Thors from 3 different
So,
timelines?
This actually, the book answers this twice, like 2 different ways. So right here, it's with a joke, actually. And he says, yeah, I can hardly remember you, or I can hardly remember how to buckle my own trousers.
Yeah.
And this is time travel we're talking about. There are all manner of annoying rules governing this sort of thing. And he says, I always hated time travel. And he says, and you always will.
Yeah.
So in other words,
Um,
Dario, this is Jason Aaron being like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry
Now,
about it.
the second way they sort
Yeah.
of answer it, I think it's in a different, I don't know if it's later or coming up, but Avenger Store was like, is this one of those
Alternate futures that the X-Men
alternate
are
futures
always.
that the X-Men are always talking
Yeah.
about? Actually, that's in the same issue, but yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be both.
Okay, so they don't
Yeah.
straight up answer it because
Yeah.
I think it could be that this is
Oh,
one
no.
time.
Dario, actually, I've just remembered. The end of the book answers that question
Okay.
of why they don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get. Remember, put a pin on that. Remember that,
Okay.
the question.
Okay.
Yeah, but the end of the
remember.
book pretty much answers that. I just remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so where we left off, we have like Gorr. He's been here for 900 years. He's been cooking something. And this man is devoted. Like that last quote in this issue it says that the day that all my dreams come true is when I find, when he finally completes that project.
Dario
So
said
he's
that.
in it. He's in it to win it.
Say the line. Say the line.
Today,
You're reading
all-
for Gorr? You're reading for Gorr?
What am I looking at?
Yeah, right there. Right there.
This one?
Yep.
The day my dreams come true.
No. Say it like Gorr.
I don't know what you want me to do.
This is your
The
line.
day my dreams come true.
Wow.
Am I cast?
We'll call you.
Okay,
We'll call
thanks.
you. Thank you.
Nice. Okay, so issue 6. That was perfect, George. That didn't kill the flow at all.
Love it. Kill
That
George's,
didn't kill the flow at all.
That's
George.
my thing.
That's George's thing this
That's my
episode.
thing.
To kill the
Because
flow.
what I wanted to say.
Yo, you got me. You got me. You got me. You got me.
That's
I'm
George.
about to be a Dario butcher.
George is the flow
That's George.
butcher.
No, that's George. I'm just impersonating George.
The flow butcher.
Go ahead.
Flow butcher.
That's good. Go ahead.
So
Oh,
issue
man.
6. Issue 6 is cool because, and 2 things. So this is the origin of Gorr. This is where we learn why, after 5 issues, this man has been hating on Thor and the gods. And also, I believe this is a different artist that did
Yes.
this issue. Now,
No wonder. Yeah.
this happens in real life because sometimes you want to give the main artist a break or give him time to get ahead, because it's a lot of work. So this is a precedent in comics. Sometimes they'll bring in a backup artist. And I think whether this was done on purpose or just for this issue, I think it works because it almost kind of switches the flow, like the vibe of the book.
It's
Because
smart.
it's like,
Smart.
all right, it's almost like a one-off. Like, okay, guys, we're gonna take a break. Let's explore Gorr, who he is, where he comes from. So that's why
Which,
I like
by the way,
that.
one of my favorite issues is I mean, it's just always interesting to find the backstory of the bad guy.
Yeah.
But I was wondering how they were gonna do it similar to the movie or how the movie did it. This is so much better, obviously. I mean,
They should make a movie. Of it.
yeah, they should make a movie out of that and they actually do it. But in the movie, it's just Gorr with his daughter, right? And going through the desert by himself, and then he dies, and then he finds a god who
Kills him.
sucks. Yeah, and so that's how he finds the thing. But this is a lot more. You
Complex.
understand Gorr's side a lot more here because he went through all this hardship of, his wife dies, his pregnant wife dies, his kids die, and he's still like, what are we doing, guys?
Well, no. His mom dies.
His
first.
mom
Oh,
died
sorry,
when he's a
yes.
kid.
When he's a kid. And by the way, for context, this is a planet where the sun doesn't go down.
Yeah,
Oh, it
a
hasn't
planet
gone
without
down for a while.
It
name.
hasn't gone down for a while.
This is 3,000 years in the past. It's literally called a planet without name.
Yeah.
Dang.
From Lost, and which I'm like, damn, how lazy can you be, guys? But
Or is it that insignificant?
no,
Yeah,
also
I think that's
it's
what
like
it is. Yeah, nobody cares.
nobody cares, but yeah.
We have Gorr as a kid. We see him. It's a tragedy. He loses his mom. And then as an older man, he loses his family, his wife and kids. They all die. And then he pretty much becomes an outcast because he starts doubting. He starts losing
Yeah.
faith. And he's hating now. He starts
And
like,
I guess the thing that really gets him is how devoted everyone is to God.
Yeah.
And they're like, because the wife is also like, don't worry, Gorr, like, not the wife, the mom. Don't worry, Gorr, like, the gods will take care of us. They always have, they always will. And then she dies. And then everyone around him is like, don't worry, all we have to do is keep praying to the gods, And bad things, keep happening until he's like, guys, there's no one listening, and it's like, damn, that's some real stuff.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's
No,
hard.
it's hard.
It's hard.
yeah. And I wonder if this is also like commentary on like,
Yeah.
because there's communities where religion where people almost prohibit asking questions, and I think that's where things go wrong sometimes, where you're not allowed to ask questions. It's almost like you're not allowed to doubt, but with doubt it's because you're thinking about things, and when you need to ask questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
Gorr
thought-
became the extreme of that though.
Yeah, he did. I thought it
Yeah.
was really sad how his kid died, his son.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't even let him like bury the kid because they're like, oh no, it's against
gonna-
the rules
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. And right there, I really like felt it. I was like, I feel it right there, like the turn. Just
Yep. And then on the day that changed Gorr's life forever, he runs into these two gods pretty much fighting. He runs
Yeah.
into these two creatures, and one of them, during the battle, one of them is asking Gorr for help. And that's where he lets him have it. He's like, help you? Help me? Where have you been? All my life. And we see him take this black rock, which we'll learn later is actually the all black, the Necrosword. And he pretty much uses that to butcher his first god. That's the first time he makes a killing. And the book says that from that day on, it was like one question that kind of ignited the motivation. It was him wondering, it was him saying, I wonder if there are more. That he just killed one, and that question, I guess, just burnt in him, and that's what has been driving him from that
Now,
day on.
This is where actually now my first criticism lands of, and this is the same in the movie, and this is a criticism that people have in movies all the time when something just falls out of the sky with no explanation and turns out to be like the answer or super powerful. And this is one of those things that's just happened to fall in front of Gorr. Happens to pick it up, and then that thing happens to like make him immortal, I guess. Like, it's kind of convenient, without
Not immortal,
explanation.
But
Well,
it's just a really okay. So here's what I think. What he runs
he's
into.
immortal, but he won't die unless he's killed, which is what
Well,
the gods are.
he's immortal because of the All Black.
Yeah,
right.
but what is all black?
so
like, it's just very
I think this is
convenient.
where Marvel context comes in.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like on its own, maybe it is a little weak, but me filling it in with my imagination here, I'm sure the golden one is their gods, right, or their god, being attacked by the black one, and the golden one's like, help me get it, and then he gets freaking wrecked. The black god that gives him the whatever the heck gives him that rock, it's just basically like, we'll learn later, like feeds off of that hate, right? And it is convenient how they fall in front of him, but I do think it's connected to that world in a sense.
Yeah.
So that's just me, though.
And then the Necrosword. Now, I'm not an expert on this, but as far as I know, the Necrosword, the weapon that Gorr uses, it's a really powerful artifact. It comes from. It was the first symbiote in Marvel, is what I read, and it's actually what Null uses, also known as the King in Black, which he was in the Venom movie, the last Venom movie, and which they didn't do him well. But George in the comic, he is a beast. Like, there's this whole story arc with Venom, where the King in Black is the villain.
Yeah. But yeah, this is where I wrote it down here, that when I first figured out, actually it was the issue after where he's torturing Volstagg. This is when it first clicked with me, like, oh, this is the All Black. Like, it hasn't said it yet, but I was thinking, like, as a Marvel fan, like, oh, this is the All Black, and this is like the first symbiote, right? Yep. So, which is crazy to think about, because that's how powerful Gorr is. And the first symbiote was like at the beginning of the universe. I'm getting a little nerdy here, but it was at the beginning of the universe where everything was black, right? And from that darkness formed a weapon, and that's what Gorr has in his hand.
Yeah, guys. So this is really all nice.
Tell me about Harry Potter.
But and this is what I mean. Like, regular readers or new readers get lost because you can know the backstory or connect it to things. For me, it's just a thing that just happened and just made him all powerful. So to me, that's kind of weak. But again, compared to everything else, it's fine.
Honest question: how are you guys feeling about this art?
I like it. I'm glad it's just. I think it serves the origin, but I obviously I like Asad Rubich art more. Like,
the art,
it's beautiful.
Like this guy. Yeah. What do you think of it?
Who? This?
No, there's just because it's a different art style.
It's still
like all the way. This whole issue basically.
I don't know. I mean, it's a little more detailed, I think.
It's more comic book ish.
Yeah, I'd say it's a lot more simple.
S.R. Ribix, he's painting. He's literally painting. So his stuff looks more like paintings.
Maybe that's it for me. Like, what's that other guy? The one that's really famous for doing that. Man, he painted like the beginning of the Spider-Man movies.
Oh yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know who exactly.
It escapes my name.
It escapes my name too.
Dario, I don't believe you actually.
Yeah,
because you don't remember anything.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
You're right,
Alex Ross. Alex Ross.
I was about to say that. I was literally gonna say Alex Ross.
Can you tell your helicopter guide to also?
Hey, helicopter guide, can you quit it?
Can you get out?
There's a helicopter going over us. If you can hear it.
I think I'm into that. It's the realism of it and stuff, and it's beautiful.
But to hurry it up a little. So we have the origin of Gorr. That's pretty much his origin. Then we cut back to present.
Wait, no. But we have to point out the fact that this is the first time that somebody calls Gorr a god. This is when the guy's like, well, this is when the guy calls him like, well, you're a god yourself, and he's like, what? He says, well, you're immortal.
You're talking about the guy that he's torturing?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
guy that he's torturing
Oh
right
yeah,
here.
no, I was gonna go into that. Yeah,
Oh, okay, sorry, go ahead.
yeah. No, but go ahead. You're right. He's interacting with this god from Asgard, and you're right. They do have that interaction, as
Yeah,
you might
basically
guess.
says like, and I
Yeah.
really like that part. Is like, well, if what are you then? You know, you're over here killing
Yeah.
gods.
Right, right.
You're
Yeah.
obviously a god.
He's like, you've been alive for thousands
Yep.
of years.
Yeah, yeah.
Murdering as you please. You've been raised worlds and built your own. You put gods in chains. What are you if not a god yourself?
Yeah, which
Yeah.
I thought it was like, oh, so this is where like really good writing comes into place. It's
Yes,
like
yes.
where it jumps in, what where he's setting up
That
is
tragedy.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
the tragedy of like becoming
What
what
you
you
hate.
hate.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and he has to.
A little tidbit for Marvel readers. This is Volstagg, which is part of the Warriors 3. And for Dario, who's only seen the first Thor movie, do you remember the 3 best friends he had? That's the fat one. That's like the big one. So, and that's interesting. I mean, it's like a Thor connection. Like if you read Thor comics, you're like, oh, I know this guy because it's his friend or whatever. So that's just it. But yeah,
Yeah.
we meet his son for the first time.
We have his son, and there's one line where I think it's important in setting up the later what happens later, and that's that the son asks, "When will all the bad gods be gone?" That's Jason Aaron. I think is letting us know that this little kid has been indoctrinated with what Gorr believes, which is going to come into play later. And he says he's hungry, so Gorr's like, "You'll never go hungry again, trust me." And they go out to eat, and then we are left with this image of that guy that he was torturing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't
Left.
notice that. Yeah, the
Yeah.
axe.
You didn't notice this huge image?
No, yeah, no, I missed it. The whole page.
You're like,
Yeah, I was like,
And I
there's
think-
nothing there.
That's a bit of a reference too. There is in the past there was a comic book where Wolverine was also hung on
Yeah.
an X.
Yeah,
That
they
way.
referenced that in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was issue 6. A lot happened. Pretty much the origins of Gorr, and then we come back to the main story again. It opens again. We're back in 893 AD.
Oh, let's go.
my boy.
My boy doesn't waste
And
time. He's back in normal life. He's
He,
like, I
he
need
went
to.
back.
Yeah,
Thor
he sure
didn't waste
did.
any time. Yeah, young Thor just had some happy time with this lady, and
say it
then
right.
Two of them, by the way. 2 shield maidens.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
And-
One of my notes is the shield maiden is. Wait, what is it? I don't remember what I said. It was something about this. Oh, the shield
Cut
maiden
this
is my
there.
kind of girl.
That's
Because she said something here that made me laugh. It was she's like, you should know I make war like I make love, naked and in a berserker rage. And I was like, hell yeah.
And I think it's important here that he was having a nightmare about Gorr.
Yeah.
Again, it's the fact that Gorr messed him up psychologically.
yeah.
Like
but
nobody
to be
else.
Fair, it is not that long after that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
3 days.
So he had a nightmare about that. Thor is like, "Oh, I need to go," and the lady's like, "No, stay." And Thor is like, "Okay, fine." And then they go back to.
They do have that joke of every time there's something to do, and he's like, "Well, there's L." He's like,
it's
"All right, I
L,
can have some."
yeah.
Well,
Thor
dude.
is my type of guy, you know.
My
He's
boy.
always down for a good time. And so then after that, we're in Iceland, and he goes out to explore again, and we cut.
I did. Sorry, Jeff.
We both had the same reaction.
Yeah. So there's a here, I'll show you. In the corner pocket here. There's the picture of the like beginning math of
The beginning man.
of what's happening.
Yeah,
And me and
yeah.
Dario were like, oh,
That's right.
I didn't even notice that when I was reading. That's funny. But anyways, we're choking.
Yeah.
Go on.
Let's see. Let's see where I was. It's
Jeff,
Okay.
none of this gets cut out.
we cut to thanks. So then we cut to the future again. King Thor and Avenger Thor, and they're pretty much. Oh, I like this because this is the part of the story where it's like the retreat. You know, this is like after a loss. This is like when the Avengers in Age of Ultron went to Hawkeye's house. This is like when the heroes go back and they, okay, we need a new plan. This is that part of that story where pretty much Avenger Thor and King King Thor. They're preparing for battle. They are building a plan. King Thor is showing him around. They're having some dialogue. And that's where we get that one scene that you reference where Thor is like, well, wait, what am I going to do in the meantime? And then that's where he finds that room full of ale. And he's like, I suppose one drink wouldn't hurt.
I wrote down the meat vault reveal was exceptional writing. Like, I like how they build it up in these pages. Like, how it's drawn here, and then you just flip over, and it's a big old page of just.
Now
that
they do portray Thor that way in Avengers Endgame. When he's like,
in the first Thor movie too.
Yeah.
He's Viking first.
Yeah,
Viking. He's a Viking.
Yeah.
Oh, that one of the pieces of dialogue that's in the scene is what we referenced earlier, where Thor is like, how are you? Shouldn't I remember you, or me? You remember me? And that's when they have that whole talk of time travel.
Right here.
Can I say my theory before we get the answer? I guess at the end.
Okay.
I think it is the same timeline. It's just the time is so far apart he doesn't remember. But technically, like, this already happened. You know what I mean? Like, at the end, not to spoil the ending.
Yeah.
Well, are we spoiling the ending if I say something?
I don't know.
But they're all three there. And so technically, young Thor should know the ending because he was there. How everything ends. But
well, let me tell you
that he doesn't remember. It's in the middle and the end. At the end.
Actually, I think I can just say what I remember from the ending. I think Jason Aaron literally just wrote that, and then after they go back to their respected place in the timeline.
Oh yes.
They all will go on to forget that they met, but they will remember the battles that have been won and the losses.
Yeah.
But I guess just naturally, they cannot retain. So it's kind of cheap because we don't really. It doesn't explain why they can't retain the memories.
I think
but
it's
they just gone to forget
that after a while, after so long, there's only so much they can remember. So it's what I said. It is the same timeline. It's just they don't remember. So technically, young Thor should know the ending and how it goes, but he does. Oh no, I mean, old Thor should know it, because he lived it basically 3 times by that point.
Yep.
And he still doesn't know. He's still about to give up at the end because he doesn't remember.
Insane.
He doesn't remember meeting himself.
That's like, imagine if you do remember that, right? Like, you've experienced this 3 times in 3 different perspectives.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's just crazy to think about.
But the thing is, like, we don't live that long, so we don't know.
Yeah.
Exactly. And this is like thousands of years in the making. This
I
is
can relate.
This is a non-linear story, but it's like across thousands of years.
I can relate to.
It's a lot of time.
Yeah, we
I relate. That would be me.
I know. Say it one more time, please.
Yeah, I heard it the first time.
I could have lived it like 2 days ago. And
Pop quiz, guys. How do you pronounce Odin's throne?
Odin's throne?
Yeah, the All-Father's throne.
Oh, the
It's right there. This is right there. That one.
Oh, and he's showing him.
Yeah.
Hishjalf. I don't know.
How do you say it?
What can I say?
Yeah, right there.
Hishjalf.
Let's. I'm gonna forget about the H. Let's job. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
That last letter.
Don't worry, guys. Darius gonna put a picture on screen.
Yeah, that's right there. Here you go, guys. Right there. So it's pronounced his Skyfall.
His Skyfall.
I can't even say it. His Skyelf. His Skyelf.
It sounds something.
This guy off. Yeah. This guy picks me up.
This guy just pissed me off.
It does sound like something from like Norse. Like from that.
Yeah, it's called His Skyelf.
It's like this guy's off, man. It's like that game.
This guy's off.
This guy's off.
This guy's
it's
off.
like that game of that's the game that you have like words so you say it and it's
Scramble?
Oh yeah.
You know what?
Except this isn't language.
Yeah,
it's Icelandic. But yeah, go on.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah. So the King Thor and Avenger Thor are getting ready for battle. We cut back to young Thor after he had his fun with that one chick. He's in Iceland and he goes out to do more exploring. And this is where I guess Jason Aaron needed to get away to get young Thor into the main story with the other Thors. So while he's fighting a black berserker, one of them is holding like this red crystal and he throws it at young Thor, and that kind of teleports him into the time travel pool where he meets Gorr from the future now. And that's how we're able to get young Thor into the story. Let's see.
Oh, and he molly rocks him. He wrecks shop with him. As soon as he shows up, he just starts throwing him around.
Yeah. And he pretty much we have some okay, so we cut back to King Thor. I love this dude because King Thor is just having some like epic dialogue. He's like,
bro, he's talking shit.
He's like, Thor, are you ready to spill your blood across the end of the times? Are you ready to die as the stars die with you? Are you ready to laugh in the face of the twilight of the gods? It's like, dude.
Hell yeah.
It's so epic, bro.
Bro, if someone said that to me, I'd be like, I'm there.
Jason Aaron is so good at writing this like epic dialogue.
Yeah. I guess you should point out here too. He's at the gravestone of all his kids, right? And that's interesting to think about. That he's had so many wives and so many kids over the past 900 years.
Yeah.
And he's outlived all of them, right? Because of Gorr.
Yeah. There was it's a tragedy. He's isolated. He's a king without a kingdom, pretty much. Yeah. And so we get Thor. He comes in with a freaking barrel of ale. He's like, "Hey, Thor's ready." Yeah. And this is so cool. They pretty much get on this ship, this spaceship, literally a ship in space, and they sail across space.
Oh, again,
I don't know what that made me laugh.
Again, this is one of the things that I'm like, oh, I see they did that in the movie.
They do. Oh, that's right. This was in the movie.
Yeah.
They get on a ship.
Man,
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I'm like, I see it, but not the same thing. No. In the ship, in the movie, he's like, he's not with himself. You know?
No. So in the movie.
Yeah, they get in that ship.
Okay, thing. No. First, it's like goats, and then it's or is it both? It's both. It's goats pulling a ship.
Just remind me of the goats.
Sorry. Yeah. They should make a movie about it.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a scene where they're in a ship, but Krog is there, and there's other girl.
That's not his name.
Krog? Korg. Hi, my name is Korg. Kind of like the lady here.
Yeah. Fun fact: Daryl plays Korg in Thor Ragnarok and Love and Thunder.
Yep, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
And so they sail across space. It's epic. And then we cut back to now finally the story's more like compressed a little bit. Now we got all our characters in one place. We have Gorr in the future. We're in the future now. We have King Thor, Avenger Thor, making their way to where Gorr and young Thor are. Mm-hmm. And in this base where we learn that he pretty much has slaves working for him. And young Thor becomes one of the slaves working there. Let's see. We cut back to the where the librarian is, and it's pretty much just a scene where it shows him being like frustrated because he's like asking for reports. He's like, "What's going on? Like, do we have word from the Chronics? And are we heard from Thor yet?" And there's no answers. And that's where he turns to Shadrach, and he's like, Are you hiding something? Like, you're not telling me something. Mm-hmm. And we see this confrontation where I think that's what you pointed out there, where he keeps spilling, "I'm the god of this, I'm the god of that," and he's like, "What are you hiding from me? Like, what are you the god of?" And
to be honest, this is the first time I noticed. Like when he said that, I was like, "You keep changing it," and then I'm like, "Oh, they're making that on purpose."
Literally, the next panel,
bro. In real time, I wrote down in my notes, Shadrach needs to get his shit together. And as soon as I wrote that down, I flipped the page. I'm the god of bombs. I was like, oh.
So the way Jason Aaron wrote this, where it shows like the confrontation, the tension building, and then you flip the page, and the last thing that you see is young Thor reacting to what he's looking at. He's like, "By all that's unholy," and then you get the shot of Shadrach being the god of bombs, and then you get the one panel that just shows like the huge moon, which is a moon, but it's like a planet, but it's a bomb. So we learned that Gorr has been building a bomb,
a god bomb.
Thank you. Yeah, and that's the big dun 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 reveal. at the
900
end.
years
Yeah, for
building
900
this
years.
bomb.
Yeah.
So
Makes
that's how.
sense.
Yeah. So that's how issue 7 ends. We're getting close to the end. So issue 8 opens with King Thor and Avenger Thor. They're still sailing across space. They're making their way into where Gorr is his base, pretty much.
This is where young Thor is full Tarzan now.
Oh
He's
yeah,
full Tarzan.
Yeah, yeah.
At this point, I thought he looked like Tarzan, but then I'm like, oh, come
You're
on.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, he's in a loincloth.
This man's like
They
full
made him hot
Tarzan.
as hell. Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't say that.
I'm just saying,
but
bro.
okay.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Yeah, no,
So,
full Tarzan now.
I wrote that Gorr being practical with different gods' abilities is next level of villain writing. I really like that. I really like. He's not dumb.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
So when he meets a god with something useful to him, he uses that. Like he what's it called? I don't
Takes
know.
advantage of.
There's another word for it, but yeah, basically takes advantage of their abilities to pursue like his goal, right? So Shadrach, being like the ultimate Chekhov's gun to this, was like, oh, you're useful because you can make bombs. I have an idea. What if I made a bomb that kills every god? You know?
Yeah, and I like the I guess the what you call it, the subverting expectations, when you kind of introduce a character that you think is like just like a dumb character, and then ends up being extremely important to the plot.
This is
Yeah.
peak writing. Yeah,
Yeah, if
Jason
only they
Aaron
did
really
this in a movie.
with the setup. Jason Aaron really did a good job with that. And so yeah, the, King Thor and Avenger
Oh,
Thor.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but this is also a big difference from the movie, because in the movie, Gorr wants to kill gods, but there's no like major plan, is there? Other than maybe like going to the whatever and making the wish. But that's
One
not
of the
him.
many flaws of that movie.
Yeah, but there's not like one plan that Gorr is doing to like kill all gods.
Nah, not at all.
Anyway.
So King
Draft one.
Thor and Avenger Thor are making their way to where the base is, where the slaves are, which is where young Thor is. And we get a scene where, they're working, they're being slaves, and young Thor meets these 3 girls that we learn that they are his granddaughters.
Yeah.
And then
Real
Yeah.
quick, who is narrating at this point?
I think this is Avenger Thor. So, quick fun fact: I was listening to a motion comic while I was reading, and that the person that was voicing Avenger Thor was what was voicing this part.
Oh, okay.
So I think it might be Avenger Thor.
Because
Because
at
that's
this point,
I think we're watching it from his point of view.
Oh, okay, yeah, because at this
Yeah.
point, like we've known like who it's been telling like their inner monologue, and then now it feels more like a story, like somebody's telling a story,
Yeah.
right? And I was just like, who's telling this part?
And I love this part because it's funny. Right where it says he met his own future grandchildren, and then it's Thor being a damnable bunch of wenches. Like, he just met them. It's like, these are brats.
Yeah. Those are interesting. And one of them is named. Well, I guess all of them are named. Their last name is Woden daughter, and in Icelandic they spell out daughter like Dottir.
Yeah.
And it's kind of literal for us who are in America.
Yeah, that's how it's
It's like saying
that's how it's spelled out. Too.
Coulson, like
Yeah.
son of Cole.
Yeah,
But-
that was a joke
yeah.
in Avengers. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
So then we learned that the slaves they have been building they've been secretly building a bomb of their own that they're trying to use as an escape plan. They're trying to formulate some sort of plan, and then they're trying to plan something. They're in a meeting, and then young Thor, he's reckless. He's like trying to do what he has to do, and then he takes the bomb. He yeets out of there. I think he meant to like launch it right at the bomb at Gorr's bomb or something.
yeah, that's what
He, like-
that's kind of what he did. Yeah.
Yeah, he launches it, and then. Sorry, I actually got ahead of myself. Before that, we have a quick interaction with young Thor and Gorr's son
Yeah.
that I think is also important because, let's see, there's a quote.
About his father being a madman.
Yeah, and then young Thor tells him he isn't a man at all. I think he's foreshadowing that your father is not a man. He's become more than a man. But Gorr's son kind of, it goes over his head, you know, like he doesn't really register that yet.
So this is the first time when they do a close up here on Gorr's son. Like I noticed his eyes were black.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I don't think this is what I think it is, you know?
Yeah. Oh,
so
that's right. That's right.
I thought that was an interesting detail. And then I started thinking back of how he talks. And I'm like, yeah, he's young and he sounds really devoted, like perfectly devoted.
Yeah.
And then they do this close up and I'm like, oh, he might not be what I think he is, you know?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I didn't catch that. Holy crap. Yeah. And so they have that interaction, and then we go to where the slaves plan their meeting. They tell him about the secret bomb. Young Thor takes it, heats away, launches it at the Gorr's bomb. It didn't. That didn't go anywhere. But then I guess
he sure did.
and can I point something out? This is also where they keep doing this because Thor, I guess, just looks like a regular god, and they always underestimate him. You know, and he always what's it called? Subverts
Expectation.
or goes above the expectations. You know, when they're like, "Oh, holy crap, he is doing that!" And look, like we've tried to do thunder here, but he can do it.
He makes it rain fire. Sick as hell, by the way.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
that's a theme with Thor that he doesn't, I guess, show well, but when it comes down to it, he actually comes through.
Yeah,
and people
That's a
tend to
warrior.
underestimate him.
That's a warrior.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool sequence. Like when he's carrying the bomb, he's like running through all these like berserkers. He's like getting them out of the way. He launches it, and then obviously that fails. It didn't go anywhere. But that's how he ends up in the ship that I guess was close enough to the base. So we finally have the meeting between the three Thors. Young Thor, Avenger Thor, and King Thor. They're all in the same ship. And I love all three of them interacting. It's so good, man. Like, because I think Young Thor also had the same reaction. He's like, "Father?" You know, like, he thought it was Odin. Yeah.
I like how the first thing he does, which by the way, this bomb launched him into space. And when I read it for the first time, like a while ago, and I got to this part where they all meet, I was like, how the hell did he get into space?
Same.
You know?
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah.
It's
not really
It's
explained.
not super clear.
No,
but
I thought he
Straight
teleported.
comic.
Yeah.
I thought he teleported.
Yeah. But they do say later, like, so your plan knocked you into space or something like that. And he was like, yep. And
I like how comics sometimes is like, well, I need to get this character from here to here. I don't really know how. He just does it.
he just does it.
That was very
and
comic
everybody's just like,
bookish.
okay.
Yeah. That's that 12 issue. Like, man, I don't got that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they meet, they have a dialogue.
He hits him with a shark, by the way.
Yeah. That's so funny.
He prepares, and then we get this cool shot of all three of them.
Oh yeah.
Again,
Now we
like,
let the hammers talk.
Again, Jason Aaron. Jason Aaron knows how to write Thor, man. And we get issue 8 ending there. Issue 9.
I know.
What happened?
I found another panel. This was on purpose. Like when he's reaching for the hammer. Let me see. When he's reaching for the hammer. It's shiny. There we go. Right there. So he reaches for it, and then Thor grabs it, like Avengers Thor, and his face is shocked.
Oh,
He's like, oh.
yeah. Sorry, I wish I forgot about that because he's not worthy yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not worthy yet.
No, that's so
like,
good, man.
He's just like, yeah, that's good.
I love this, dude. Yeah, he's the only one carrying the axe. So we got 2 hammers, Avenger Thor and King Thor. And so we open issue 9. We see Gorr interacting with his wife. We'll see later what that really is. And
Point it out.
pretty much the dialogue is that the wife is really eager for all this to be over with. And I think this is the first time that we see Gorr vulnerable, like be the most human. He's like, because there's a line where she's like, aren't you ready for all this to be over? Like, and Gorr's like, after the bomb, I will finally be ready to.
Wait.
And
Well, you kind of said it wrong. She says, what will we do after?
right.
Yeah, what comes
and,
after?
And she's like, I know, you know. And she's like, I want you to say it.
Well, that's what I
Meaning,
was
like,
quoting. Where he's
Well-
like, after the bomb, I will finally be ready to. And then she says, to what, my love? Please don't say die. And Gorr is like, to live. Like,
Yeah.
he has a moment where he's vulnerable.
Yeah, but
You know?
the point is that you would think that he would want to die after that, but he's saying no. That's when my life will begin.
Life starts.
Not that it will end.
That's heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's heavy. You know what else is heavy? This freaking cover is so sick with all three Thors
It's so
right
good.
there. I love that. I wish I could hang that up. That's cool.
Esad Ribic, man. That's the
Yeah.
man.
How do you say his name?
Esad Ribic. He's from Croatia.
Ribbage. Nice.
Yeah.
Ribbit.
Croatian artist.
Ribbit.
He's so. By the way, I was watching interviews in preparation, and you would think by the art that you're seeing that this is like a really artsy. He's a gangster, bro. He's like this older guy, and they were asking him like, yeah, so like Thor, Conan the Barbarian, this must be like to you like some of your most important work, and he's like. No, I don't care. It was important because I got paid really good. he's like gangster, dude.
Yeah, that's the real
He's
thing.
such a down to earth. Like I don't care.
Man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
interesting. It's usually with artists. It's usually
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ones that they like take the least amount of effort on. That people are like, oh, it's the best thing ever, you know, and they're just
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
artists are just like, it's all right, you know. So
Yeah, and, sorry to go off track, but and then at one point they were asking him like for his come ups, and he was like, "Oh yeah, when I first tried to get in, they told me that my art was too European, so I was like, okay, fine, I did the American style to show them that I can do that shit, and then I got jobs." Like, so he kind of had to.
what does that
leave.
even mean? European.
I don't know, but yeah, apparently he had to switch up to a more American style of comic books to like fit in, I guess. But
Wow.
yeah, he's really good. I think
Yeah.
Secret Wars was what put him in the map. And you
Yeah.
look at that art in Secret Wars, it's
Yeah, it
it's
is
pretty
really
much this. It's like painting style, you know.
Awesome.
But yeah, so issue 9, we have that moment with Gorr. He's ready. He confesses to his wife that once this is all over, I'm finally gonna live. Like we were saying, that is such a heavy moment. And finally, we're getting close to the climax. This is when all three Thors arrive on the ship. Gorr is ready. Gorr was waiting for them, and then we start getting these freaking amazing panels, bro. Where
Yeah.
this is where the art shines the most, I think. This battle where all three Thors are fighting Gorr. There's one panel where after King Thor hits him with the Thor Force, it says
Oh,
that such was the awesome might of an All-Father unleashed that for the first time in millennia, the butcher of gods knew fear. And then it's just him like shocked on the ground.
By the way, he shot him light years away.
Yeah. And they're not holding back. After he shoots him, he sends him somewhere, and yeah, all three Thors like phew, 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 they go right after him. Like, bro,
Oh,
no
man, that's so
bars. They're not holding back. They follow him, and it's more fighting. Gorr, while they're fighting, Gorr's like, I need more power. There needs to be more blood. So he orders his black berserkers to keep killing gods, you know, to keep spilling the blood of the gods. And the battle just keeps happening. At one point, King Thor gets swallowed by the giant snake-looking thing. It's going down. All three of them are fighting.
Record shop.
Gorr is holding his own. Like,
Yeah.
Gorr is fighting all three of them. And then they keep fighting. And
First
at
of
one...
all,
yeah.
fighting three Thors. King Thor,
That's
Avengers
crazy.
Thor.
That's crazy.
Prince Thor. Thor at all is insane to fight. But
That thing-
fighting three of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's on one.
I think they're really showing. That's why I'm saying this was the Joker to Thor. Like Gorr was that guy. Gorr was not messing around, bro.
Yeah, dude.
And so they're fighting him, and yeah, they shoot him into the sun. At one point, they go into the sun, all three Thors, along with Gorr. And this is like where in the movie, the screen would cut to white. I mean, it would all be white. And then there's a reveal where it says, on the world of Gorr, thunder is heard. And then it began to rain. It rained blood, God blood. And then it says, then it rained hammers and Thors and despair. And then we get that one shot of Gorr.
Wow.
Oh my god.
He won. He won.
With the Thors on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Which I thought he killed them.
Make ready the bomb.
Make ready
bro.
the bomb. Yeah.
I thought he killed them. I thought they were dead.
Nice.
I thought one of them would be dead for sure too. Like they look pretty bad. They look pretty dead, Dario.
Dang man, that's so freaking sick.
Yeah, they look pretty dead, and I was like, oh, cool, they lost. I thought this was gonna be an Infinity War type deal, but they were gonna lose, and then maybe you have to go back in time.
Well, at this point, they kind of lost. So
Yeah.
we jump to issue 10.
If we go to the next
open
issue.
with it's Jason Aaron tells us that freaking King Thor ends up nailed to a comet. He's gone, and then Avenger Thor. He goes down into the planet.
He falls into the
Yeah. Young Thor is out, pretty much.
Yep. He's dragging him. He picks him
he's
up by the
dragging him by
hair.
his hair. Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
insane.
I imagine in a movie all of these panels are in slow motion, right?
Yeah.
Like he's being launched off and he's falling into the earth, to the world, and all their weapons are encaged by the symbiote and also like god flesh, like gods around it. You know?
Yeah, and then just to hurry it up a little, so the Thors are defeated, Gorr is on top, and then we get the crucial scene where Gorr is making his way to the base, and then the wife comes in. She's very happy. She's like crying of joy, but she makes one crucial mistake,
Bro.
and that's when in her joy she calls Gorr a god.
Yeah.
Because that's what he's become. And then Gorr literally
love this
there's a shot
panel, bro.
where he turns around and he's
What did
like,
you say?
what did you say? And
Bro.
he killed
What
this is
did
when
you say that again?
Say that again.
this is like the moment when Thanos killed Gamora. This is where we
Yeah.
know that there's no going back for this guy. There's
She
no
said-
redeeming this
she
guy
said,
because
you, Gorr, my lover, my savior, you
Yeah.
are my god. He drops Thor. And what did you say? I love this so
so
much.
he kills his wife.
You love that, huh?
The guy-
Yeah, I
He
did.
kills his wife.
Yeah. I love
You
that he
heard it
kills
here.
his wife.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
No, I
First
love what
said.
she said there. It's a circle back. It's like
Yeah.
the biggest circle back ever, and he's like, "Hold up." It is like it's a big mirror up to him.
And then he kills her, and the sun appears. You know,
The sun appears, and then the sun. As soon as the sun turned around, he's like, "Dad, what are we? Okay, oh yeah, where's mom? Okay." Gorr keeps walking, and then he's in the middle of saying something, and as he turns, he just sees the hand of the mom because she's buried in the ground, and that's the moment where for the sun it clicked. Oh yeah, I guess that's where we're at. We jump right back to where the slaves are. There's no hope. Everybody's like, great, we're gonna die. Gorr, he's dragging young Thor by the hair. He's taking him to pretty much where the main place is by the bomb. He's trying to get more blood from young Thor. And while that's happening, Avenger Thor, he's like hanging on for his life. He's about to fall somewhere. And then this is where we get Gorr's son. His son comes to help Avenger Thor. Because, and this is where the punchline is, he pretty much says that, let's see, where's that line? George, I don't know if you see it.
Which one are you talking
the son says to Avenger Thor?
Let me see. Gorr's
Dang it, I lost it.
Are you talking about? It might be in the next one.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pray, but I will pray to you, God of Thunder. I'll pray that you kill my father. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, pretty much. This is where Gorr's son tells him, like, my dad became a mad god. I need you to kill him.
yeah, he became
there's-
a god, and he became like a god because the whole thing that he hates gods is because he's mom died. You know,
Yeah.
and that God wasn't there to save her.
Yeah.
And now he killed his
Yeah.
own wife,
Yep.
which is not a God. And now he's
Yep.
as bad as a God in his own in his eyes.
Or
so
just-
now he fully became what he hates.
And just who Gorr is as a character, he's almost like a god. He's pretty much a god. He's doing his
Yeah.
will. He's killing. You know.
Is this it, Jeff? It says Gorr is dead, and in his place now stands something I've been
Thank you.
raised all
Yep.
my life to despise.
Thank you.
Daryl
Just now got it.
Daryl got hit. Like, oh.
And remember
it.
the line from earlier when Gorr told his son asked Gorr like, "Dad, when are all these mad gods gonna be gone? When are they all gonna be dead?" Because he grew up with that mentality, like all the gods need to die. Oh crap! My dad just became a god. Okay,
Yeah.
kill
And
him.
his- yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
That's
we get the scene where he helps him, and then this is like the tension is growing. Like there's no hope left. Young Thor is dying. He's getting his blood. The bomb is about to get triggered, but then we learned that young Thor was watching Mike Tyson fight before, and so he did what Mike Tyson does, and he freaking bit the eye off of Gorr. He straight up bites him.
Yeah. He said he would do that. By the way.
Yeah.
Early on in the story, he was like,
yeah?
"I'm gonna bite your eyeballs out" or something like that.
That's hilarious.
And that's a good
Yeah.
callback.
So Thor, last resort, he freaking bites Gorr. He bites his eye off. And then this is like the epic moment where the music will be soaring in the movie.
Yeah.
Where, Avenger Thor comes to help. Right on time, King Thor comes in. And Gorr is like, "Too late, guys. Like, the bomb has been triggered. Ha ha ha." And then they're like, "Oh, crap. I think we're screwed." And then this is where King Thor pretty much hands Avenger Thor his hammer, and he's like, "What are we doing? What am I supposed to do? The bomb has been triggered." And then I like this. King Thor says, "You're a Thor. You hit it with hammers." And that's when Thor stands there with both hammers, and
Hell
he
yeah.
just goes to town on the bomb. And while that's happening, Avenger Thor is trying to attack the bomb, trying to set it off, or not set it off, trying to stop it. There's more battle happening on the ground, but unfortunately, it's too late. So we jump to issue 11, and we open right at the place of the where the librarian is with Chakrit, the god of bombs, and that's where we learn that the bomb is triggered. Because right as we open, they're starting to feel the effect of the bomb. Because remember, the bomb is supposed to affect all gods across timelines, so past, present, and future. So this is taking place in the present, where the librarian is with Chakrit.
And
And
they're
then-
dying.
What is it?
And they're dying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
they're
Shadrach.
dying. Yeah, what is his name again?
Shadrach.
Shadrach. Yeah, sorry. So they're starting to die, and then we go back to the future, and they're also feeling the effect. Gorr goes to King Thor, and he tells him like, "Ha, "Yo, you're dying right now. I hope it hurts a lot." So while that's happening, all we see is Avenger Thor. He's literally the last hope. He's trying to stop the bomb. He keeps hitting it with the hammers. It's not working. We get this really cool shot where he's literally doing all he
crazy.
can. As he's
Yeah.
dying, he's trying to stop the bomb. There's some inner monologue. And we get a shot to where even in the present, Odin is praying to Thor.
Oh, dude, I love
And
this
it
so
comes
much.
to this, it's a crescendo, and it all comes to the thing where we learn that pretty much everybody is apparently praying to Thor. And
Yeah.
I guess that it plays into it. Like he's getting all this energy, all this people believing in him or something.
Like
Yeah.
a spirit bomb. Right.
So because
Yeah.
he's doing this and they're all about to die, they all get a vision of Thor.
Yeah.
And what he's
Yeah.
doing. And somehow every guy knows what's going on,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they start praying to Thor.
Yeah.
Which again puts him up on top.
Oh my gosh! Wait.
Yeah.
The guy. Wait. And they make sure that he's the god of gods. You know?
that's what-
Oh yeah. Be
That's
the
what
god of gods.
Odin
Yeah.
says, yeah. So this last part here, where it's in that same panel, Jeff.
So cool, dude.
It says, a vision of one god with a mighty hammer in each hand, fighting at the heart of a bomb to save them all. And for one moment that stretched across time, every god in all the universe closed their eyes and prayed to Thor. I was like, this is beautiful.
Bro, if this was the movie, this is where as he's hitting the thing with both hammers, like the music will be going off like it's super epic.
And I love how even Odin, like, you know, we kind of get painted a bad picture of Odin sometimes when it comes to young Thor. But even now he's praying to him and he's trying to give him some, you know, a little pep up.
Yeah, and it works.
Yeah.
You know,
dude,
he stops the bomb.
Can I say my other criticism?
Yeah,
which is right here of the thing.
Why is it right here, Dario? Because this is the sickest thing I've ever seen.
Well, congrats. I'm really happy for you.
What is it?
Yeah, go for your criticism.
Okay. This is the reason I gave it a 9. Mm-hmm. I was expecting something different because the whole time they're fighting Gorr, and they make it pretty apparent that Thor cannot beat Gorr. They can't beat him, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking like, okay, so this is where they try something different, but they don't really try something different. He just hits it with a hammer, and somehow that works. And that to me is a little weak because it's kind of like we're trying to fight and it doesn't work, and then it just works. You know what I mean?
I think it's happening differently. So he's hitting the bomb. It doesn't work. It actually goes off. And instead of that, he just hits his own hammer and absorbs the blast and the all black from him.
Yeah.
So he's like taking everything.
No, I understand, but I'm saying...
You know what this is like? I know, I see what you mean. There's not much... It's not too complex. It's like more magical. Kind of like, you remember in Elf when the answer was when everybody started believing in Santa? And that's what got Santa through? It's that type of thing where it's like, and people believed in Thor with 2 hammers. Like, it's supposed to be magical and epic, you know? Like,
yeah. I guess I thought they would try something.
That's a good word for it, Jeff. It's not too complex.
It's not complex, yeah. Which again is not a bad thing. It's just like I was expecting more because you had 3 Thors right there, and at the end of the day, they didn't beat him. You know, like physically, they couldn't kill Gorr. They don't kill him.
Yeah.
But it kind of is like, we're trying. And it's kind of like at the last second, like, I just hit it with my hammer and that works. And it's like, well, that wasn't like set up. You know.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a plan. Which is fine. It's a little simple, though. It's like magical. Like, this is a magic that happens.
Yeah. I mean, to defend him, too, like, I guess when it's fantasy, though, it doesn't need to be that complicated because just look at Lord of the Rings. Like, what was the answer to throw the ring into the whatever that place was? You know, like, it's not that complicated. But I know what you mean, though. So obviously the plan works. Thor stops the bombs. People are like, oh my God, we're not dying. Then we get this really epic shot of Thor with he has summoned the Necrosword. So that means that Gorr, that's it. Gorr is not special anymore. He's just a guy. Yeah. He doesn't have the power anymore.
With 2 Mjolnirs and the All Black,
forget about it.
You're done for.
And then we get
black eyes.
This is what happens.
He freaking lets him have it.
It's such an amazing splash panel, splash page, and I thought this is where he kills Gorr, but not yet. Gorr's still alive. He gets one last punch by his own son, and this is where he realizes, I think, that he's become the punchline of the joke. Like we said, like he became what he hated the most when his own son tells him, like, you are that. Pretty much. And then right before that, right after that happens, we see that the sun just becomes nothing. And that was another reveal that it was never real. Yeah. It was all the Necrosword.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know that was a thing with the Necrosword, that you can make lives pretty much.
It's one of those things, well, if you think of like symbiote logic, like symbiotes can technically clone themselves. And if you're using that thing for 900 years, I imagine it gets that powerful, right? and yeah, his son melts in front of him.
Yep.
But it's so psychologically, that's I love that because it's a part of him. Like it's in sync with his mind, and it gets that far to being its own separate entity almost, and just tells him the truth. Tells him
like himself, telling himself the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Dude.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
That's why I gave, that's why I gave him my rating.
I'm glad that Thor didn't kill him in the previous page. I'm glad this happened then, because that's almost like the final gut punch. And then we realized that young Thor watched Infinity War because he cuts his head off.
He went for the head, bro.
He went for the head. And that's the end of Gorr. A little part of me wishes I didn't kill him because, dude, he was iconic. I hope they bring him back because to me, that's the Joker to Thor, like I said earlier. But, so we're closing the book. Everybody wins. We're good now.
He lobs his head off.
Well, except for Avenger Thor. He dies.
Oh, right. Avenger Thor, the Necrosaur, kills him. It was too much for him. Mm-hmm. He dies. Now, this is why, to me, it's the 4.5 and out of 5. I wish they would have killed Thor. I wish they would have kept him dead. Because in the next page, we find out that King Thor brings him back to life using the Thor Force. And so...
On the third day, let's say.
On the third day.
Which is, again, they're imitating Christianity.
3 days later, he rose again.
Yeah, they later say it. You know, Christians...
Yeah, and we learned that the Necrosaur... was left in that planet, and then King Thor threw the whole planet into a black hole. So we won't see the Necrosaur for a long time. But just a side note,
you can't come out of a black hole.
A side note is that I wish they would have killed King Thor. I mean, they would have killed Avenger Thor, and then young Thor can become Avenger Thor eventually. I don't know. To me, that feels better as an ending. But I guess that's what Jason Aaron wanted.
But it wouldn't make sense with the time travel, though.
Yeah,
because
it would kind of ruin.
It would ruin the time travel then.
Yeah.
Well, the way they explain it here, it is one time travel. So Thor has to grow old. He can't die.
Yeah. So if
he would still
Avengers Thor dies, then King Thor dies.
No.
Right.
As long as young Thor is alive, King Thor can exist.
Young Thor just grows up to be Avenger Thor. So then he would die there. Then he would die here.
No, because it's... All right, we're getting into messy timelines.
No, but this is good.
In my head, young Thor is almost like a different timeline now. And young Thor, with this experience, grows up. You know?
Yes, but it ruins the explanation of this is not different timelines. This is one timeline.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. I don't know. To me, it felt more
I get you, though. They could have done different timelines.
They could have. I mean, hey, it's Marvel. They could have done either. Yeah. But so I actually don't have a problem with this. The way Thor died and then rose again on the third day, because the way this is paced, right? Like it happens in one page. If a main character in Marvel is dying, they'll probably extend it to like 2 pages or even bigger splash panels or more. And it's actually kind of witty how they do it. Like he keels over, he says, too late, just make certain that you prove him wrong. And then Thor died. So narrating, he's like, thus Thor died for the 9th time that could be remembered. Like it's funny. It's just like, hey, he died again. Anyway,
he died again. That we know, that we can remember.
And then he gets back up, and this is the end now. It's like, now you can kind of just accept like, hey, we're back together, and everything's all copacetic. Yeah.
And then we finally wrapping up the book, we learned that Avenger Thor. Sorry, I got lost here. We learned that King Thor brings Avenger Thor back using the Thor Force, that the Necrosaur is lost in space and the black hole. Asgard now is populated by all the survivors. So it's almost like a new Asgard.
Future Asgard.
Future Asgard. Yep,
gods.
future Asgard.
These are gods too.
Yeah, they're populating future Asgard now. And King Thor has a kingdom again, and then everything goes. This is where in the comic book world they call like you got to put the toys back in the box, like the aftermath. He's putting things back, even though Jason Aaron was kind of setting up what his future plots were gonna be. especially with King Thor later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they all go back to their respective timelines. Young Thor goes back to the past. He has all these experiences. The book says that they'll eventually forget, and they just go back to their own lives, back to their own ambitions, their own fears, their own tellings, their own callings. We get a shot of young Thor trying to lift the hammer, and he's like, "Oh, it moved a little bit." You know, he's
Yeah, I like
trying
that.
to lift the hammer.
That's good.
Young Thor, Avenger Thor goes back to the present. King Thor goes back, it stays in the future. And then the book closes with Avenger Thor going back to the planet from the beginning, to the little girl from the beginning. And he pretty much assures her that she'll never have to pray again. And
Well,
there-
you'll never need pray for gods, for new gods or something like. You prayed to me because your world had no gods. That is one prayer. I assure you, you never need to pray again.
that's what I
basically
said.
basically saying that he'll bring gods to this world.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Because there are some, that's the world that if gods don't want to live in Asgard, they can go to.
Yeah, and I like how it closes. It says, "Thus did a world without gods become a world with very many, all thanks to a little girl's prayers and a madman's murder spree, and of course to a god of thunder and his mighty hammer, a god whose story may have been as old as time, but whose adventures never and perils had only just begun." So that's like Jason Aaron saying, like, this is just getting started, you know. And then there's many more story arcs, but this is where the story arc of Gorr, the God Butcher, concludes, and that's it for that. Yeah, 2 hours there.
Oh my
As long
god!
as a movie. Hey, we made a movie.
Yeah.
we made a
I try to
movie.
get through it. Quick. But so
we
yeah,
got
in
it.
conclusion, I love this book. It's my second favorite book, comic book ever. I think Jason Aaron did amazing. S.I. Rubich, amazing work. And this is such an epic book, and I think people should read it. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice,
it's beautiful.
nice. Well, at the end of the day. I cannot do it. It's so fun. It's so
And
fun.
I always get it, bro. I always never catch on.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to know what I would say,
You know what's funny?
Jeff is not having it.
No, I'm just
Jeff is not having it.
I'm trying to be a good. I'm trying to end the episode. You wanted it.
No, for sure. We definitely
Y'all,
should.
y'all are the ones that keep doing this.
Well, you know
So-
what, Jeff?
Yeah. At 9, I only had like 2 problems with it. So, you know, it's a massive story. We should definitely cover now like a small comic book, you know, like an Earth comic book
Like our Earth comic book.
Yeah.
I think you just want something on Earth.
on Earth. That'd be good, you know, that would be good.
I don't know.
Spider-Man.
But anyway, anything else? We're closing it out?
No?
Yeah,
that's
cool.
pretty much it.
Good luck
Love-
editing this.
Yeah, good luck. Do you guys know how to say Thor's axe?
Just say it.
Pronounce Thor's axe's name?
Just say it.
I like researching this stuff, by the way. This Icelandic note. It's called Jarnbjorn.
John.
Jarbjorn.
Sounds like- Jorno.
Thank you so much for watching the Slay podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe. I mean, definitely if you're still watching.
Have a good time. Have a good night, folks. We'll see you on the next one.
And cut.